look at him go!
Like that. Well, you gotta watch the break as much as you have to.
You're doing great, man. You're actually got a handle on that thing. Yeah, I don't want to go back here. This will pretty close to this wall. That's freaking awesome. I can't even believe it. Ah, damn, that is crazy.
Don't worry about it, keep going.
So what do you think? Is all the controls working now, Brad? Or?
I think so.
Jeez, it's crazy. All right then, this here is the simulator. It's a quite the fancy affair here. There's the cockpit. It's got a 3-screen environment, superb sound bar, good vibration under the seat. I hope I'm not making you dizzy. The travel on these is upwards of 16 inches. It's quite long. And, it's quite the ride. It will tilt in the all the way forward position. It'll tilt you up at an angle, upwards like that. Same thing when you're accelerating. It wants to simulate the force of acceleration. So it tilts you back, so sets you back in the seat. Convinces your brain that you're accelerating because it's the exact same thing, gravity and acceleration. Anyway, everything's gravity, by the way. But that is going to go inside of the trailer that I was showing you before there. And that's it's going to be the simulator, I guess. It's going to be quite the deal. That's right.
There's a train coming, it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. Just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. I shot a man in Reno and just just to watch him die. When I hear the whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Dining car, they're probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free, but those people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. If they freed me from this prison, that railroad train was mine. Bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from prison. That's where I want to stay, so I can let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away every day. Rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
That's it, basically. I want you to see here how everything is.
Dragging on.
We've got the lights
That train keeps on rolling.
ready to wire it after we get the skin on.
Down the sand.
This should be the LCD that'll have a live feed. People can wait in line out here in the shade underneath the awning and watch their partner behind the curtain in the simulator and see how well they do. And of course the lights will be off and it'll be blacked out. The light switch will be hit. When the ride's over, the lights will come on and it'll be time to get off the ride. There'll be an air conditioner here. Keep the environment nice in here. It's very stable. There's the outlet for the power for the LCD and everything else. It's all looks pretty good, doesn't it? I wanted to show you my jacks here that I got. They're not the greatest, but they're sufficient. It's nice to have the bubbles to set them with. I had to move the spare up to the front here. I'll be able to power it with my truck or anywhere there's a 220 power supply that I can plug into, such as a stove or dryer or RV, as long as it's 220, L1, L2. Anyway, all I have yet is to finish the mounts for the main box, which I have secured, and then all the primary components of the wiring will be all hung and ready to go. I'm going to wait on the main box until the covering, because it's going to be outside so that all the switches will be accessible where it's safe on the outside. That's the thing, this thing moves around a lot. It's very unsafe to be around us, so this should make it very safe. As long as nobody goes in there while it's running, it'll be all right. Anyway, I'm very proud of this. It wasn't easy to do all this and to come up with it on the. I just built it as I built it. I knew what I had to do, I guess, and I did it. I've been on it for about 3 weeks, I guess, something like that.
blessed by their marriage, for we know that it can be done.
I gotta turn it off there. This is going here now. All right. Yeah. Oh! Oh!
I think they want me to go this way.
The little reverse is, oh yeah, go the wrong way.
I gotta come back for it.
Nice. Wow. All right, one more, because I got for my...
Hey, howdy. This here is my simulator. I didn't build it, but I built the trailer that it's on. And this will kind of hopefully, if somebody gets it from me, if I need to sell it, I need to show them how to set it up. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to set up the simulator and make a how-to video, okay? Which it sets up pretty quick. We're going to try and get through as quick as possible and make it as thorough as possible so we cover all the little stuff that's important. Like this kitten here, Chili Pepper. That's important. She's very important. Okay. Got to stay out of the simulator, though. All right, so I want to show you first off. Let's see, I'm going to put this down or well, wherever here. Okay, watch out. I've kind of jumped ahead. It's already on the jacks. I want to show you the function of the jacks and how they work. But I want to say that first off, when you go to set it up, wherever you're going to set it up, there's a couple things you want to think about. You want a fairly level spot. This thing has to be level. That's the first order of business. It has to be level. And so you want a fairly level spot to start out with, makes it easy, okay? And then you got to be close to power. Now, if it had the inverters on it, which it was planned to have batteries and an inverter and, you know, charger on it, and that would be 110. But as it is, it's a 220, and I've got extension cords, about 100 foot, I guess. Maybe better, probably maybe 150 foot extension cords. And pigtails for different plugs, you know, for the dryers or the welders or the different 220 plugs. As long as it has to be L1, L2, that's what I know. And I haven't tried anything else, and I'm not going to try anything else until I, anyway, get the batteries and the inverter. But, anyway, here we go. I want to show you how it goes. And first off is to situate it where you're close to power and it's fairly level. When you go to level it, you always want to determine what's the high side or the high corner. Set that jack on the highest corner, and then bring everything else up to it. We've got leveling bubbles on each jack station. And it's already been leveled. You can see that it's kind of, well, it's a little bit, let's see, a little, what's that, high on this side. So we'll back it down here. Okay, backing it down. Oh, okay. I'll show you the function of these. These always have to be taken up all the way when you're on the road. You want all this stowed away right, so you don't have any problems. So So everything has to be in its proper spot. These pins work like this, and this just goes up like that. There. You can either run that like that or pull the pin out, which is probably better, and put it up like that. Anyway, you get the idea. Got it? Got to be stowed away right, so you got no problems on the road. Make sure your pin's locked and everything's good. Now then, these got a lot of slot down, so when you set them, you want to pull them out towards the corner and bring them down. You want kind of a fairly clean spot too, so it doesn't mush. And we're just going to leave it like that. Here we go. Okay, so you got it situated, got it leveled. The next thing is to run the power. We keep all the extension cords and everything up here in the front in these lockers, which they just kind of, you got to lift them up and out. Let's see, we got that. This here's a nice deal that makes sure that whatever you're plugging into is wired properly, and so you're getting the right power. This is one of my pigtails. Okay. Here's an extension cord. I'm just going to go ahead and put the cover back on. And maybe just plugged in for a little while. Let's see. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll get over here by the power source, which we'll be plugging into a welder outlet. Okay, here's the breaker box here. And there's the power cord coming out of it. It's rolled up here on the spare tire. I got 3 straps that hold it pretty good, no problems. Just unroll it. Of course, we want the female there. Never want to touch those coppers. Of course, I won't have to tell you that. Anybody does it once, we'll probably do it again. It learns the right click. Oh, that works out pretty good. And then we're ready to plug it into where the welder's at. Unplug the welder. I should have my gloves on. I was worried about touching it. Just to show you here, it says right up there. I'm colorblind. It works there. Okay. Now we want to keep moving along here. Next thing up is the tailgate here. It's got these latches here, and they slot. And then you just pull the deal off there, up, and keep it in line with that top. Is your best bet for later. Now then it's getting ready to come down here. So you got to hold it. Right down. There's that. Now then, next up is to get this unbolted. There's 4 bolts on the hinge lock feels here. They're up at the top. What there is a bolt with a horseshoe welded on it. It's one of my preferred methods for some reason. I guess because it's easy. I don't know. Anyway, it worked well for this project. I don't think you can see that there. There's the top strap done. I just threw the bolts right there. I like to go about halfway and then do the other side. Now then, if things are kind of stiff, you can make minor adjustments with the jacks, and usually that'll freeze the stuff up to where it looks really nice. See there. Okay, I'll hold on to that. If I grab on here, there's an angle underneath. Up underneath there's an angle. don't want that to happen. Here we go. Keep the pin. You don't ever want to force anything too much. We may be speeding up some of this footage so we can keep this short. See there? Now then it's safe. And the awning's up. It's very nice. Okay. Go ahead and go inside. Anyway, it's got two safety chains, inside one and outside one. The curtain, not going too far. The curtain also has a chain bottom weighted down, so it's fairly heavy in the wind. There's a couple latches here to keep it shut. That's what keeps it nice and dark in there for the simulator experience. And there's the simulator. It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? I've got it fairly clean in here. I just kind of blew it out. There's the nice monitor. See, I've got bungee cords up there to hold it. Now I'm going to undo the bungee cords. I'll get up here on the simulator. Actually, that won't be the first thing. We'll just wait and get the sides slid out. This is the deal on that. Just get it looking right there. See, doing the bolt. There's too many ones. That's the one. Squeeze it in. Push it in. Put the longer ones. They're the ones on the side. Just a tad. And towards the front side. Each corner gets one to lock them sides out. You can see it here. The curtain's kind of in there. See there. Just gonna push it in. Comes right in. Now then there's that seal there. Now I kind of like to give that a little help getting started. Just because. That seal's important because it keeps the light out and the weather out and the dust. So it's good to put it on right. Anyway, see there. That's good. Now we'll go up to the front. We use one of the long ones. On this front corner, same thing. I see the hole. I hope you can see that. I don't know. You don't want to tighten stuff too much, but you do want it tight, especially when you go on the road. Now, a little very short bar works really good for torquing these. You don't want too long of a bar because you don't want to over torque things and twist the threads off and make them. They won't last like that. They'll get chaffed and messed up, and you'll be sorry. Now, see, these got a seal on them too. Which, what you need to do is go inside for that, pretty much. Okay, we're already just about set up here. Okay, now then the curtain, in order to keep it down in the wind, I like to just put it through there, like that corner. And it works good for locking it down and keeping the light out. If you want to keep it dark in the simulator, it's the same thing over here. Just put the corner in and feed it up through and just pull it through, and that's good. Okay, now see, it's a lot bigger in here. Now we'll go turn the switches on and energize the lights and the different deals here. There's the main. We'll do it last. Okay, now see, they're labeled here. There's the air conditioner. We better do these each one and listen to me. Okay, there's the main air conditioner. And then here's a machine, the 220. And these are the outlets and the lights. Okay. Now it's energized in there, and that's when you got to take things serious. If it moves around, there's not a lot of clearance. You want to keep yourself clear. Okay, see, it's a... Now what's going on right now is the robotics part of it is booting up. The computer isn't booting up yet. You need to give it just a second here, and we'll turn the light switch on. Here's the kill switch. You don't want to make it a habit of doing it. It's there for when you need it. If you need to kill it, it turns everything off, including the robotics switch. You know, it's you got to reset it or reboot it. Everything is anyway. It's a deal anyway, but it's there. Now then, you turn the light on. Now then, we'll put this. Oh, we should have done this before we done that other deal. We'll have to undo the bottom of the curtain there. One through there. See, we need to get that monitor outside. It doesn't clear now. That monitor, if you don't get it undone and you turn the simulator on and it swings around there, it'll diminish it up. I know it from experience. I found out. See how it swings out there? Okay. There's the curtain. Oh, that's right there. Outside there. Now then, we can redo the bottom curtain. It's nice that there's no wind right now or nothing. Okay. Now the boot up button for the computers is down on the side. You can see it up there. Turn it on. Now I want to get back and clear because when it starts booting up, it can move around.
And dark. Now we'll go ahead and turn the lights out so I don't forget. Now I'm going to start getting ready to boot things up here. Oh, right. Get in here. I like to get situated, bring the seat up, because I feel like getting up in there in the action. Okay, now it's got a seat belt here. This is something you want to put on. It's you want it on there just snug, not very tight, because when the thing goes into operation, the belts tighten up because it's helped simulate the deceleration. It's part of the package. Okay, now we're locked in here and it really feels good. Okay. Now then, you can't see it, but up in the corner is the dirt game, and it's the game we have to run that starts up all the robotics. Now I want to have a token ready because it starts bucking around, and the first thing I want to do is check the clearances. Now you have to run dirt in the background in order to keep all the robotics running. Now I'm trying to remember and make sure I got everything in the clear. Sure it is. Now when I run around the whole circle, just make sure 360 degrees we go around, watch the sides, make sure it's clear, make sure everything's clear. Oh yeah, okay. Now we'll start in this one, the other camera, and see what's going on a little bit. Okay. Now I want to use the mouse here and minimize that. It's kind of not easy to do. Now then, I'm going to put a coin in. And I'm going to push the button in the detail. You let the customer know when they put the token in that they can push the button at any time if they want to kill
robotics. Let me see. Alright. Get another token ready. And we'll boot up. I like the now see, for some folks will like the dirt game better, but I prefer the shift game. And I'm gonna boot it up here. So, but you got to run the dirt in the background in order to keep the robotics all going. I hope you guys understand that. Anyway, it's kind of a workaround to get the shift game on here. Now you got to use the keyboard quite a bit, just for the enter key mostly. It's running about half of the volume. If I turn the volume up too loud, it seems to shake the wires loose. It bumps out, so I run it about half and it runs fine. And anyway, that's I've got all these different cars in my profile on this thing, so we've got a lot to choose from. We'll just kind of show you what it does here. Get the experience. Now we'll go down to the quick race. That's the one that's running. There's plenty of tracks between the dirt and this game. There's just plenty of tracks. So here we'll go down to the tracks. Here, a couple. We'll try where it was at. That seems pretty good. And the race mode. And we'll just take this Toyota. Okay. Now I'm going to put the keyboard down. Token in until you're getting the lights. See the lights? I'll put the token in. Now the robotics are kicking in while they're in the middle of the race. That's how you do it.
I'm gonna get the keyboard here. This Safety's your main thing with your customer. Now in our token, they can get a couple races in, but you gotta run the keyboard. If you're the attendant, you gotta run the keyboard. That's the deal about this job is the attendant's gotta be paid. We'll try a different vehicle here. It's all tricked out, so it's gonna be a lot different. We'll see if we can get a whole other race in. We got 4 minutes left. There's got air conditioner in the simulator too. Which helps blow some fresh air in here, it's nice. So that was one token's worth. You can get 2 races if you're moving along. Now we'll try a different horse here. Come a little more out now, Merle. Remember to not put the token in, and have them, they're the ones who got to put it in. Tell them not to put it in until the lights start going. It's very important. Is that it'll mess it up. It's just, and they won't get their full race out of it that way. But that's the only way it comes in smooth. Other than that, it tends to red wig out. Okay, here we go. As soon as I get the lights, I put the token in. It's very important. There we go. No token. I'll see if we can get a third one out here. That's the last one. My goodness. So you have more than 2 races. They're joking they can get on 3 races. As long as everybody knows what's going on. It's all about you teach them how to do it. Don't get it at the right time. Then you go to the next track right away. Or if you wanted to play it anyway. Now down to turn it off.
Actually, we want to, well, we can turn it once the power's off. We'll go ahead and turn it off is just to shut down. Just hit the start button down there in the corner and the shut down button. Turn the mouse off. Always remember to do that because otherwise you'll be mind tapping. Now, back the seat up. Oh, take them out. Oh, that'll be a little bit, feeling a little strange. A little bit of vertigo. Anyway, what a deal. Okay, now we're going to turn the light switch on here. I want to get you back here. You gotta watch your step around here. There's things to trip on and whatnot, but that's not too bad. There's the lights on. Safety chain. Oh. Remember, that's the inside chain and outside chain is the best way to work it. Now then, you can use, record a video for them where they'll get to see themselves in action. And they'll probably buy the videos from you, DVDs and whatnot, if you, whatever, a little USB stick with a video on it. A lot of fun. Okay, now I'm going to turn the lights off and go out and turn the switches off.
How long do angels live? Really wanna know.
Drop the machine down. Now we'll turn the lights on
Why are they so concerned with the affairs of mankind?
It'll work either straight across or I like to kind of set it at just a bit of an angle.
What is
It's
strange?
nice and accessible. So there. Okay. And see the side can come out
Was the fruit sweet?
like it's supposed to.
Yes, like you are, to set you free. How long do angels live?
Problems on the road. Everything has to be secure. Sides are coming in.
With the affairs of mankind,
That was the way down.
I ask you the wise and the learned, the fools to sing and the
Oh, you
blind.
figure things out.
What is good and evil? Have you eaten of that tree?
Kind of square that up to the side there.
Was the fruit sweet by
Okay, we'll go out and do that.
Did it set you free? How long will it be?
So, this is what it takes to set it up for your corporate events, for your birthday parties, or church events, organizational events. I would charge, is what I'm thinking I want to charge, is $250 an hour for the, the attendant fees, to make sure it's safe and to make sure they have a good time. That's the deal. And, make it an enjoyable experience for them. And the $250 an hour, that's just to freak them out and tell them we're off. 4 hours costs you $500. See, it takes an hour setting it up and tearing it down. Got all 4. Now the corners is loose. Now we can undo. And I've got some extra bolts in the door made up just in case somebody loses one. The seals are in, so you just kind of want to shake it loose there. Oh, let's see here. I'll put you outside so we can time that in. I bet you everybody can see what's going on. Okay. All good. We'll snug everything up. Because when you're on the road, things kind of rattle. You don't want anything coming loose. Okay. Now we get our long ones. Remember, we put them in the sides. Hold the sides in. This one's kind of got a tight corner here. A little bit. I like to give it a little push here. There we go. And like I say, just a short bar, 6-inch bar. There's plenty of torque. You don't want to put too much torque on them or you stretch the threads and chaff them up and make them hard to work with. Nobody wants that. Oh, now it's got an upgraded axle on it. It was a 3,500 pound and I put a 5K under it. And it's got a 5, of course, the spare matching and everything. All right then. Everything's ready to tie up inside here. Put the inside chain across there. And outside of the curtain there. And the outside chain. Close up the curtain. And slash up the bottom. Now then we've got to get the awning down. This is where you don't want to foul up. You got to keep it together. I like to take these and just put them right on the washer there. It kind of keeps track of them. I hope you can see that. Put it right back on there. That keeps track of it. Now, that's the safety, and the safety's off. You gotta remember that. This awning it's heavy enough that you sure wouldn't want it coming down on you. So you got to bear that in mind. want to hold on to that. Now then, you get up into here. I don't know if you can see that. And push right in there. Up in the one side. Oh, you can see that there. Okay, hold up. Go to the other side. Pop it over. Pop it over center, see? Now, you gotta hold it up. That's pretty heavy. Get out of the way and let it down. If the steels are still in line, it'll go right in. It's kind of tight. See there, I let down on the jack just a little bit and it went right in. That's what you want.
Some people say a man is
We'll
made
tighten
out
up
of
and down
mud.
until we get them all stopped.
A working man's
This is
made out of muscle and blood.
See there.
Muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 ton, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I done loaned my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel, walked to the mine, loaded 16 ton of a number 9 coal. And the straw ball said, well, bless my soul. You load 16 ton, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. Done loan my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble is my middle name. I was raised in the cranberry by a whole mama line. Ain't no high-toned woman make me walk the line.
Technically should have brought it first, I reckon.
You load 16 ton, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I done loaned my soul to the company store.
Figure it out. After you do it a couple times.
You see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, the left one will. And you load 16 ton, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go.
That's what's going on.
I can loan my soul to the company store. say a man is made out of mud. A working man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood. And skin and bone. A mind that's weak. And a back that's strong.
So you can see the amount of work involved, and get your clients a good time. It's going to take you an hour to set it up and take it down. Of course, the jack's got to come up on the track. So here's the deal here. I can I forgot what I was thinking about. Okay, there's my beautiful other project. I invent things and do stuff and build stuff and whatnot. So anyway, the simulator, if it had the inverter and the batteries, it would be much easier because it just need 110 extension cords and whatnot. Much easier to deal with, much easier to find electricity to work off of. And I imagine that'd take $500 to $1,000 to get the batteries and the inverter charger set up. And there you go. Other than that, it works good the way it is here. Using it as a business, I got to get $500 for 4 hours. And I don't know, an hourly fee after that. It's not too bad. See, it's all about the setup and the tear down. It takes me an hour to do that, and that's coming out of my pocket. So I got to be paid. And then when it breaks, you know, if it breaks down or something, I got to know who's got to fix it. So got to make some money, and but it's got to be cheap enough that people, you know, don't mind bringing it to the parties. The kids will love it. I think you know, I think you can get the adults going in competition, you know, with the times and whatnot, and record their trips with the cameras and sell them DVDs or USB sticks, cheap USB sticks with their video on it or whatever. You can do that. You can do all kinds of good stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm getting old. I'm getting ready to sell it, so I'm thinking I might have to sell it. I don't know. Oh, jeez. I don't know. There it is. What's it worth? I don't know. At the simulator part, they go pretty high, about 25,000. And that's without the trailer wheels under it. And see, that's kind of the thing, is it's a big awkward deal. It's have it on wheels is a real nice setup. And that's the only way I could figure it to be done is with these pop-out sides on this trailer. They seem to be working good, no problems. But there's extra slides and everything. There's extra to replace things if they mess up. I tried to get there's an extra steering wheel, extra this and extra that. All the original paperwork's with it. It doesn't have 100 hours on it. I don't even think close to that. We, you know, we played with it and whatnot and this and that, but I don't think we've had nowhere near 100 hours on it, so it's like brand new. And there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.